welcome back to my channel. This is Stephanie. I'm also known as GENGLOW. Thank you for joining me here today. For those who are new to my channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also, give my video a thumbs up. And for those returning subscribers, thank you. Much love to you, all of you guys, for being here and being here supporters of my channel. I really do appreciate it. In today's video, I'm just going to go ahead and do a vlog for you guys. Yeah, it's more like, and it's something that already happened. It was supposed to be like an update of my moving, you know, the last part of my moving update. And so I wanted to share this experience with you because I don't know if this has, I mean, just for y'all to watch out. I'm not sure if you ever got, like, not scammed, but overcharged, you know, outrageously overcharged for a hotel room. And it's not, and the place that I went to was not even a hotel, it was a motel. So I wanted to share that experience with you guys. And so before I do, I just want to say that I did have a collab that I was in, that I did an eye look using my All of You palette, I Love You Forever palette with Itzel on the 18th. So this is pre-recorded. I actually recorded this after, I recorded this after we had, well, after I recorded the video and I uploaded it, you know, I uploaded it to YouTube, you know, so this is after, you know, me recording that video. So I was like, yeah, I have makeup on, you know, why not? I mean, why am I going to just waste, you know, why am I going to take this off? And, you know, when I have this vlog I've been wanting to do with you guys for a while, and I didn't get a chance to because things got in the way. Other videos got in the way as well. Other videos I had to put, you know, ahead of this one, which was like a continuation of my update, my moving update. So I had to rent a hotel or motel room. This was a motel room. I had to rent a motel room because my house still didn't have air conditioning for, I think it was out for about a day without air conditioning. I had my light in, everything was connected except my air conditioner. I had to wait for the guys to come the next day to connect my air conditioning because they couldn't come that same day, because if they would have came that same day and my lights weren't connected by the electrician or the light company, then they would have to reschedule to come back. So I said, no, you know what, let me just be safe, schedule them to come the following day after my lights are connected and the electrician got in, you know, to connect my light, you know, the electricity, to connect the electricity. I'll go ahead and have them come in the next day because I know for sure that I'll have electricity and light. So for sure they did come the next day. But the day before that, you know, I was, you know, hurrying up, trying to look for a room to stay at for the night. It was pretty late. I had to go to work the next day. And so I looked it up, and this hotel or motel, sorry, said it was pet friendly. It was $42 for the night, and this was it was good for, like, it didn't say how many people were able to stay in that room, but it had a king size bed. And so I figured, okay, it was gonna be me and my parents, my mom, my dad, myself. And I was like, okay, well, the king size bed, we would be able to fit all in it. So I was like, okay, I wanna call this place up and see if I can go ahead, and I want to see where they're at so I can go check them out and go, you know, I want to reserve, but I wanted to see where they were at because I couldn't find them. I didn't know exactly where they were at. I knew the address. I just had to get there, and I didn't know if I was gonna go there, if I was gonna go somewhere else. So I wanted to get, you know, accurate directions on how to actually make it there. So I called and I had asked, you know, where y'all located, where exactly do you, you know, what, you know, can you give me directions how to get there, because I don't know where, you know, where exactly you're located, you know, I'm new to the area. And so this lady that comes on she came on the phone. She makes no sense. She's I don't know if she's speaking her language. She just kept saying, she kept saying two. I'm like, I don't understand what you mean by two. I'm trying to get directions. So since she you know, since she couldn't help me, she was like, you know, she can help me. She couldn't do anything, but she just hung up on me. She hung up on me. So I was like, okay, let me call back again and see why she hung up. Or maybe it was just an accident, you know, that they hung up on me. Or maybe she thought I understood what they were saying. I don't know. I don't know what the case was, you know. So I went ahead and I called again. I was like, I'm sorry, I just called right now and I just got hung up on. And I need to know how to get there. I need directions how to get there so that I can rent out one of your rooms. And they're like, and again, the lady, this time the lady didn't hang up on me. She actually, I guess, put me on hold or put the phone down, and she got somebody that was able to speak English. And 9 or 10 o'clock, somewhere around there, it's just so frustrating because let me tell you, my dad wasn't with us. My dad had to go run an errand at his place, and his place still not ready, you know, to be moved into, but he had to get some work done or get something done at his new place. So he had my brother with him to help him, you know, whatever he needed to do at his new place. And so it's frustrating because my dad was gone. I was with my mom, and I was with my dog, and it was like, okay, it was late and we hadn't ate anything. Well, I wasn't hungry. I was more stressed. I don't think I was hungry because I don't know if I was stressed out or if I just didn't feel hungry because of the heat or what the case was, why I wasn't hungry. But I didn't feel hungry at all. I don't even think I ate anything the whole day because I was busy, like doing something, one thing right after another, and I didn't feel hunger at all. So, and even to think about food, I wasn't even thinking about food. I was just thinking about getting things done and trying to, trying to hurry up and, get myself situated, get my plan to follow through with the plan that I had in mind, So I was with my mom. My mom was hungry. She says that she's hungry. She wanted to get something to eat. So we called my dad, and I asked my dad, I said, "Are you coming over or not?" I go, because mom's hungry and she wants something to eat, and if you're not going to pick her up anything, well, I don't know what I'll do because I don't have money, and mom needs to eat something. So are you coming to stay with us at the motel, or are you going to go stay at your place? And then he tells me, no, I'm going to go to he told me that he was going to the motel. And I was like, okay. But this was after I had already, like I said, I found the motel. And I found the motel, and I go in, and they asked me, like, how many people are going to stay with you? And at that time, I didn't know if my dad was going to stay with me because, we really had like an argument. We had an argument over the phone, me and my father. And so I didn't know if he was going to just not come stay with us, and he was just going to stay at his place, even though he didn't have air conditioning, but he would manage. I think he was going to manage. I think he said that it wasn't that hot at night, where he's at, and he was going to manage or something. I thought he was going to do that. But so I told her, I said, I don't know. I think it's going to be 2 or 3 people. I don't know, maybe 3. She goes, 3 or 2? Like, I don't know. I don't know if my father's going to come or not. I said, he may come. She's like, okay. She goes, well, it's $50 a night. I'm like, $50? You just got through telling me over the phone that it was, no, sorry, she said 55, and then I go 55 because I go $55. I go, I saw the website, it said you were $42 a night. And she said, no, when I was over the phone, she told me it was $50. Okay, first she told me it was $50 over the phone when I was getting the directions. And then I was like, okay, I'll pay the $50, forget the $42 or the $43 a night that they were asking for. And so when I get there, I have my dog with me, and I go inside, and then my mom comes with me because, you know, she has to use her card, you know, because my mom, she was walking, she wasn't, feeling well, and she was moving kind of slow, and so she moved slowly. She's elderly. She moves so she was moving slowly, quite, more, slower than usual. But so I told my mom, said, don't worry about it. Let me go inside with the dog and, rent the hotel room or the motel room, and then you don't have to worry about getting down. I'll go ahead and use your card, because she was gonna, allow me to use her card, to rent the motel room. So I get down, and then I go to the counter, and I tell the lady that I wanted to. I'm the lady that called, and I was asking for directions, and I'm here now. I have found y'all, so I'm ready to check in for a room. Like, it's gonna be $55. I'm like, $55? You just got through telling me it was $50 over the phone. Like, no, $55. And I was like, oh my goodness gracious. It's like, okay, I'll pay the $55. Okay, that's fine. I go, here you go. This is American Express. And then she goes, is this your card? And I was like, no, it's my mom's card, but she's in the car. She's elderly, and she barely can walk. She walks really slow. And so, and she's tired, so that's why I came in, and I wanted to go ahead and rent the room, and she gave me her card to pay for the room. And then she said, oh, we need your mom in here. And I was like, okay. So I call my mom, and my mom comes over, and then the lady asks for her ID, and then so she looks at the ID, at the credit card, and then she swipes the card, and she says, there's no money. You ain't got no money in there. I was like, how rude of her to say that. I was like, what do you mean? I go, yes, we do. We have money in there. She goes, no, it's not going through. There's no money in there. See, declined. She was showing me where it said it was declined, and I looked, and I was like, it says, we do not accept American Express. And I was like, I go, this is the reason why it's not able to go through. I said, because y'all don't take American Express. This is American Express. And she looked at me all confused, like, like trying to understand what I was trying to understand, and just kind of like, okay, whatever, whatever, it doesn't take American Express, and she didn't even apologize, or she didn't even say, her assuming that we didn't have money, she just kind of had this look on her face, kind of like, oh, she just kind of like put her foot in her mouth. She had that look on her face, and she just kind of looked down like, well, okay, that's, so she goes, card's not working. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll use my card. So when I used my card, I said, this is a Visa, so you should be able to use it. She goes, let me see your ID. So I gave her my ID, and then she looked at my ID, and she put the name under my mom's name instead of my name. She put the receipt under my mom's name. But that wasn't a big issue, because anyways, it got resolved, because when I gave her the card for her to charge me the $55, she did ask me, how many people are going to be in the room, and I said, I don't know if it's going to be 2 or 3 people. I said, I don't know if my dad's going to come or not. She goes, 3 people then? I was like, I don't know. Do 2 for now, I guess. Do 2. She's like, okay, I'm going to charge you $55. I was like, okay. So, and then, I was like, okay, so she charged me the $55 out of my card, and then she gives me the receipt, she gives me the card key, for the room, and then she sees me walk out, and they walk out of this door, that leads to the outside, and she goes, no, you're not supposed to have any dog here. No dogs here. No dogs allowed. And I was like, what do you mean? I said, you're pet friendly. She goes, no. Or we have rules that say no dog, no pet allowed. And I was like, okay, well, I need my refund back. I go, I can't stay here. I need a place where pets are allowed. So I told her like that. So I'm gonna need my refund back. You know, the $55 that you charge my card. And then she said, no refund. And I'm like, what do you mean no refund? I said, I need my money back. I said, because I need a room where I can keep my pet. You know. And then she's like, come inside. So I went inside. And then I guess her daughter, you know, she speaks English. She came to the window and she goes, why do you have, she goes, there's no pets allowed here. And then I was like, well, I went online and it says that y'all were pet friendly. So that's the reason why I came here. And she goes, oh, you see the sign? And there were signs that said no pets allowed, but that's not what it said on the website. I told her, I said, so the website, so then y'all like having false advertisement on y'all's website for your hotel, for your motel, because you're saying that you're pet friendly and you're not, and you're telling me that you're not allowing pets. She goes, okay. She goes, if you want to keep your pet here, you gotta give me a pet deposit. And I was like, okay, I'll pay a pet deposit. She goes, it's gonna be $10 cash. And I was like, I don't have cash. I only have my card. She goes, okay, well, if you use your card, it's non-refundable. If you have cash, I would give you your cash back the next day. And I was like, I don't have cash, and I'm not going to go to the ATM machine. I said, it's already late. It's 10 o'clock at night. Where am I going to go get the money from? I'm not going to go to the ATM machine. Just use my card. Fine. You know, if you can't refund me back through deposit, that's okay. Just charge my card for the extra $10, you know, for having my pet. It's like, okay. So she charged me the $10. So it was already $65 there. All right. And then, so I walk out, and then I go into the room, and she warned me before I left. She goes, if your dog makes, she goes, make sure, she goes, you know, we don't keep pets here because we don't want your dog to make mess inside the room. You know, if your dog makes mess or damages room, you're going to have to pay for it. I was like, I understand. I said, that's fine. I said, my dog's not going to damage anything or harm any, or not, or it's not, you know, the room is not going to be a mess, you know, because I know my dog. My dog won't use the restroom inside the house. He uses the restroom outside, and he had just got through having surgery, so he really was just really peeing. You know, he wasn't really like having any bowel movements. Only he was peeing. So the only thing that he did do was pee, but he peed outside. You know, and I actually even grabbed a bucket of water and kind of made sure that the pee like went down the edge of the sidewalk where our room was at, because they had cameras everywhere. They had cameras. The only part that was like a blind spot was where I was, where the door was from my motel room. There was like a blind spot there where they couldn't see anything. So I let my dog pee on their pillar that was right there. They let him pee there, and I just kind of cleaned it with let it run, you know, let water run and have the pee clear the path, you know. And it was just wet. It was just all wet, you know, just water on the floor. There was no more pee. The pee had actually went rolling. The stream went actually rolling towards like where the brushes were, where they had like the hedges and the, you know, it actually just rolled off over that way. So so then I just brought him back inside. So in the whole time, my dog just stayed underneath the table. I have pictures here of how the room looked on the inside. So I'll show you. Yeah, this is the picture of me coming inside. You see the air conditioner, and then you see my little puppy right there. He was there. They had like you see on the left, you see like a microwave and refrigerator, and then straight ahead you see my baby. You know, he has his cone on from the surgery, and he has the little bucket of water and some food next to him then he's just laying there because my poor baby, you know, he's in pain. And this is part of the side of the bed, you know, where there's a phone. And this is the restroom. You know, the restroom was pretty clean when I went in there. And then here's the sink. The sink is pretty clean too. The hotel inside the inside the room was pretty nice. You know, I do gotta give you that. It was pretty nice. And then so they had, look at the way they had like the little setup or the little layout where they had the lotion. They had like body lotion, that shampoo, and they had a little bitty bar soap. If you see right there on the left, like there on the actual counter, you see like, I know there's a bucket, like a little basket, and it has goodies in there. Well, that's soap. And then I'm showing you a picture of the packaging of the soap, the bar soap that I opened up because I needed to wash my hands. And it was so small, you know, the bar soap that they had was so small. And I don't think they only gave us two. I think there was one that I used to wash my hands with. And then there was another one that they had that that was already there, you know, where you take a shower, like where the bathroom is, where the tub and the shower is. Oh, here's a picture of the refrigerator and the microwave that was in there, and the other side of the bed. You know, it also had it didn't have a phone, but they had a little burrow there, you know, to put your clothes in. And this is the picture of the full size of the room. In the back, the headboard was like made out of leather. It was a pretty nice hotel, and I love the curtains, you know, that it had in there. So this is the outside where I actually took my dog outside to use the restroom. So, and you know, just some of the landscaping that they had out there. And here's a picture of the bar soap that I used to wash my hands. And I noticed that I had, if you see my fingernail, I bent my fingernail back somehow. And I have weak fingernails when they get really long like that. They're real weak. So when you bend them back, they crack, and it hurt it really bad. So, and here, and so I go to take a shower. Before I do, there was a strand of hair. It was red. It was somebody's hair that was in the drain, you know, like there. And I was like, ugh. I grabbed it with like a tissue, you know, and I grabbed it and I threw it away. I put it in the trash. And then so yeah, so the toiletries that you saw earlier, I'm gonna show you the picture again of the toiletries that was in there, you know. So there was a bar soap, there was another bar soap, there were two shampoos, there was a toothbrush, there was a toothpaste, there was a razor. So they had a body lotion, they had two conditioning shampoos, you know. So so you see all that. So so I went ahead and I used, you know, so I went to go take a shower. Again, like, you know, like I'm showing you again, the restroom looked really nice. They didn't have enough towels, you know, for more than two people to take a shower, but we managed because, you know, the thing is that we couldn't. Okay, so what happened was after we went inside, me and my mom went inside, and, you know, I took a shower, she took a shower. There were no more towels. I mean, there was a towel left, but it was like a half a towel. Like, it wasn't like, there was like, they had like two full adult towels, and there was like a half a towel. So then I told my dad, you're probably, okay, because my dad actually came. So he was actually coming to the hotel. He says, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go to the hotel then. He goes, I'm like, I go, okay, well, I'll give you directions how to get here, but I gotta let the lady know that you're coming because she doesn't know that you're coming. She, you know, she thinks it's just me and my mom. So I will let me let them know, because knowing them, they're gonna fuss about anything. You know, they were fussing about everything. So let me go let them know, and let them know that my dad is coming, just so that they be aware and not be frightened. They have cameras, because they even have cameras from where I parked at, you know, in the parking space in front of the room that they had me go in. So mind you, I had already paid 55 plus a $10 deposit, which was 65. And then so when I went back and I told him, I said, okay, hey, my dad is coming and we will, so I'm just letting you know that he's coming. And then she's like, oh no, oh, that room is not good for 3 people. And I was like, what do you mean? I go, it's a king size bed. I said, we all can fit in it. I go, I had already said that my dad might come. And then she said, but I wasn't sure. And she goes, yeah, but no, he's gonna have to rent another room. I said, we can't afford to rent another room. I said, you already charged me $75. You know, you charged me 65. You already charged me $65 just to stay the night. You charged me $65. I go, because of the pet deposit. And then first it was online, it said $42 to $43. You know, I go, my dad's coming, so why are you, I mean, you know, why can't he stay in the same room with us? And she's like, oh, she looked at her husband, and then she asked her husband, what do you think? You know, is it okay if we allow them? You know, I don't know why she had to ask her husband. I guess he's the owner or something, I guess, of the hotel. But she had asked her husband, and her husband's like, you know, he was like, it's okay, you know, let him stay. You know, she said, okay, but it's $15 more. $15 more for your father to be here. I was like, $15 more? I'm like, I might as well should have just rented two hotel room, two hotels. You know, maybe I might have saved a little bit of money, but still, like, you know, why are you charging me $15 more for my dad to come stay? You know, it was just outrageous. It was just outrageous. I ended up paying $80 for that night. $80 for a motel that is not even 4 stars. It's not even the season. This is not even the 4 seasons. Not even the Hilton. $80 for this freaking motel. Not hotel, motel. And so I was like, I looked at them, like, okay, here's my card. Charge me $15 for my dad. You know, for my dad to come stay with us. And so it's like, okay. And then so she charged me the $15, and that was it. And when I came back, it was already like 3 o'clock in the morning, because my dad needed to take a shower. You know, he had brought us food. Actually, he had brought us food from Whataburger. He brought us some kids meals from Whataburger. And so anyway, so my dad had to take a shower. It was already like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'll go there, and I tell the guy at the, you know, at the counter, I said, I need more towels. And then he's like, sorry, we don't have any more. Sorry, the laundry room is closed. I'm like, man, we're guests here. Like, you should have towels available. You know, just because y'all have the laundry room closed doesn't mean that we need a towel that you're barely putting in the washer. You should have extra towels on the side. You know, like, you would expect this, you know, hotel rooms to have extra towels on the side for, you know, for occasions like this, for reasons like this, for purposes like this. You know, my dad comes and he needs a towel so he can take a shower. Anyways, so my dad had to use that half towel, and then I said, just use mom's towel. I said, if you want to, I said, use mom's towel and then use that. No, he goes, no, I think I'm good with this half towel, you know. And he goes, I can dry myself with this half towel and everything. I was like, okay, that's fine. So then, so yeah, bad customer service. Bad customer service. They didn't provide us with more towels. They barely provided us with a roll of paper towels, because when I went in there, I made sure that we had toilet paper, and there was only 1 roll, and it was already like half empty. Like, so I went in there and I said, I need toilet paper. I said, because the one y'all have there is not enough paper for us. And she only gave me 1 roll, and it's going to be 3 of us. And she gave me 1 roll. And I was like, okay. So I grabbed the rolls, like, okay, thank you. And I just walk out. And then I just walk out and I go to my room, because I was like, this is outrageous. It's outrageous, you know, what they're doing. And I go, bad customer service. you know, outrageous with the, you know, how they were going up on the pricing for renting the room, $80, because they knew that I was desperate. I knew they knew I was desperate, you know, for a place to stay, to, you know, stay the night and sleep. I said I have to go to work the next day because I expressed to them I had my dog, you know, I need to stay the night, you know, I need a room to stay the night. I have to go to work the next day, you know. So she kind of knew that I was in a very like tight situation. So they took advantage of me, you know. They took advantage of me, upping up on the prices, especially with having my dad having to come over. But anyways, you know, here's a picture of me after, you know, at work, just showing y'all I had put my hair down and showing y'all that the shampoo that I used, you know, that conditioning shampoo that they have. Of course, you know, you don't expect the best, you know, shampoo, but at least something that's gonna help, you know, have, you know, conditioning. And so my hair looks all frizzy, and you know, I wasn't even able to brush it. I mean, I didn't even have a brush, you know. I didn't even have a brush with me, so I just went to work, just put my hair up in a bun. But I took it down to show you guys in this picture how my hair looked, you know, when I took it down from the bun. I had it in a bun, and I took it down, and it was all frizzy, and it was dry, and it was like no, it was bad shampoo. But anyways, the shampoo didn't do good for me, so it didn't leave my hair like a conditioning. It wasn't supposed, it was a conditioning shampoo, but it really didn't really, my hair wasn't really conditioned, you know. So, you know, it was still frizzy, and like, as you saw, my hair looked kind of, you know, scraggly looking. So, but that is the end of my story, of my experience here with this hotel, the worst, outrageous hotel. And I think it was only viewed like, I think it had like a review of like 2 stars, a rate of 2 stars. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I don't know if because they had the same experience that I had, or whatever the case may be, but that's what happened to me. And I just wanted to share that with you guys because I've been wanting to put that out there. And I hope to see you in another video, you know, to kind of go over some more like updates with my dog vet, and just kind of show you more dishes that I ate at that restaurant, you know, from where I live. And yeah, so stay tuned for those videos. And I'm glad that you were able to stay and watch, you know, this video all the way through, and give you my experience of what happened with the hotel room that I was in. And, you know, just to let you know that I made it to work fine. My parents were able to check out on their own, alone, safe, you know, fine and good. My dog didn't make a mess. They made sure that, you know, everything was clean, that, you know, that everything was clean before they left. And, you know, so yeah, my dog really behaved really good. I mean, he always does. When he's indoors, he does not make a mess inside the house, you know. Especially when you put him in a little certain area, you know, you tell him that's your little room, that's your little kennel. I said, that's your kennel, that's your room. Okay, that's where you're gonna stay and lay down. And he realized that that's where he's gonna stay and lay down. And so anyway, so I was proud of my baby. You know, he was well behaved. And then well, anyway, and then my parents, I didn't have to worry about my parents. I was worried about them checking out late. I'm like, I don't want them to check out late, because then they're gonna charge me again. They're gonna charge me another fee for checking out late, or charge me for staying another night. I didn't want that. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and end here because, you know, I'm talking too much. But thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you in my next video. I love you all. Bye.